Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. I want to hit a couple things with you guys before market opens tomorrow. Be very, very cautious. September 16th is when the Fed rate stuff is going to happen, right? They might cut interest rates, which is positive for the market, you know, in the short run. But I want you to see this drop off. And if you bought around these dips, okay, this is where the money is really made, you guys. And that's exactly what I was doing, okay? I'm going to show you a couple examples. I don't have a lot of shares, okay? A lot of guys comment on my video saying, you only got 2 shares, you only got 3 shares, blah, blah, blah. But I want you to see the power of understanding and having knowledge of the game, okay? So I bought a bunch of shares of NVIDIA. I bought a bunch of, quantity in dollars, right? Not in shares. But if you look at my buys, and when we dip lower, September 3rd, September 5th, right? 40, 20, 20. I'm not only just averaging down in one stock. We go back to Uber. Same thing with Uber, okay? I bought more September 5th, again, 20, 20, 10. So $50 right here. Now, if you go to Hood, again, same thing. I bought more again. Equally, okay? I'm equally distributing my money in all of these stocks that I own, okay? 20, 20, and a 10, okay? Averaging down. As you can see, I bought at 99, then I bought at 97, then I bought again at 95, okay? What does this mean? Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I know the uncertainty of the market, okay? So when we go here and we talk about interest rates being cut, we talking about quick profit. Remember these things, please. You got to know your target price, set percentage goal. Some people have a percentage goal of 10% on every investment they make, okay? That is a very, very large, percentage. I look for 3 to 5, 3 to 7 for most of my quick short-term investments, okay? A lot of day traders look for that in one day. A lot of good swing investors can make that in a couple days. Now, earnings run up, okay? Resistance level, trailing stop, okay? Over evaluation signs. A lot of these things is going to matter this next coming week because a lot of money is going to be made either going up or either going down, okay? So you got to watch technical charts for strong resistance level. For all my beginner investors, all my people who don't have a lot of money in the markets, you're trying to understand the game better. I like to call this mountain peaks. If you take a quick example of a mountain, right, it goes up, then it goes down. That's exactly the analogy you can use when looking at a stock. Look at this mountain peak right here, $116. We attempted that again, but we got stopped at 115. That price was too high, and we got stopped down, okay? So when we break that and go all the way down, this becomes, one of the resistance levels that we look at. And one of the resistance levels that I want to look at with Robinhood is this 111 is a big one. Then 108.80 is a big one. If we open the market tomorrow out the gate above 108.80, okay, which we did this in the after hours, we went all the way up to 188. So there's a strong chance we're gonna open Monday on 100 and I'm really saying 109 flat even, okay? So 109, so we're gonna open somewhere around 150, 130. I'm gonna sell and get out, just simply because, guys, I see that my position is not the best. If you look at this, I'm making money right now, okay? I got almost 5 shares, but my average cost is 104.38, which is not bad, right? But if I can get a $4 to $5 increase on this position and retrace back and enter at a lower average cost, which I'm going to try to get in under $100. This right here is the golden entry. And if I can literally hold on to this money I have, okay, $528. If I can hold on to all of this, I might take a little bit of money out for taxes or whatever, but I'm going to enter again. And this is very, very crucial because interest rates is going to come, and there's only 2 ways the market can run, okay? So if you have the RSI indicator, if you have strong discipline and you know your target price, right? What do you really want from a stock? I want 5 to 6%. I want 3 to 4%. I want 10 to 12%. Cool. Take that and get out. Now, when we talk about trailing stop loss, lock in gains by setting a stop order that moves with the stock. That is another ball game we got to talk about. So stop losses matter. You got to be able to sell where you want to make money too. You got to be able to know your take profit. A lot of people be like, okay, I want 5% up on my money, but they be up 20%, 30%. They're like, oh, I'm going to just keep going up. That sounds good, okay? But the key thing is knowing when to stop, when to get out. My position is fairly high, okay? I'm not gonna say, it's a good position. It's fairly high for the regular swing trader, but what I was looking for was quick profit, okay? And if you look at this weekly, right? It's not too bad of a position just based off of this pop. And this pop came literally from the news. S&P 500, okay? Robinhood stock is now in the S&P 500. And when this was added, you can see that spike. So tomorrow when we open, if you are a Robinhood holder, I'm selling my position at 109 just to get in lower. If I can get in at 99.8, 99.9 with $500, I get 5 more shares, take it back up to 104, 105. That is another good flip. You just want to repeat this process over and over again till we make new resistance and support levels, okay? Now, rate cuts in stocks. So lower rates means cheaper borrowing, okay? Which is good for growth stocks and businesses with debt. Now, when we talk about stocks in the short term, okay, I see a small pop with shorts on the news of interest rates. Leading up to that, right, leading up to September 16th, you may see a drop-off. That's just sell-offs, right? People don't want to play that risk. That's going to happen, okay? For example, a lot of times around earnings, you see a drop-off in a lot of stocks. Why is that? Because earnings is kind of a risk, okay? So if you see a drop-off in Robinhood from 105 to like 97 to like 98, 99, which can happen. This stock is very volatile. I want you to be sure to buy at 99. I want to keep that level $99. I don't care what interest rates is doing. If I see a drop-off after this following week, I'm going to buy, okay? Let me know if that's misunderstood. So, if you understand the levels I'm talking about, good. If you don't, comment down below. I'll answer more questions. But I have a strong sell level of 109, 108 on Robinhood right now. Uber, I'm still holding Uber. So when we talk about a weaker economy, right? Signals of a weak economy, sometimes cuts happen because of slowdown fears, okay? Which can pressure stocks. So if a lot of these stocks are pressured, we can take our profit and get out. We just want to make our money, you guys. So if you know your percentage, going back to that profit percentage, you can make the money and get out. Nvidia right now is knocked down, right? I like to call this, it's just down in the gutter right now. It's doing the work that needs to be done. This is a drop off, okay? 171 to 166, 165. But this is a buying zone where you need to keep buying. And I'm going to keep buying Nvidia. If we go to 160, 161, 162, AMD's a buy right now too. Uber, you got to be patient with Uber, okay? I like how it's not as volatile, okay? But if you go from 92, right, 92 to, what are we at right now, 90.83, this is a buy at 88. I'm looking at 2 to 3 months. This is not I'm not day trading this stock. So I'm looking at the next earnings of the stock. They did phenomenal on earnings each quarter. Okay, and even if they don't do as well, their CEO has a plan moving forward. Okay, there's management teams that matter, you guys, and Uber has a strong management team around them. They have a strong way of moving with their business. That's what I like about them. I invest in a company, right? But you most certainly have to invest in the people that are playing in your company. What I mean by that is, if you look at the New York Knicks, I'm going to buy this franchise. I like this basketball team. But you're certainly investing in those people as well. Okay, you're not just investing in New York Knicks, you're investing in the basketball players in that team. So when I invest in Uber, I'm not just investing in the stock, I'm investing in the management team, I'm investing in their business idea. And I believe this stock is going to 100 again, either by the end of this year or by next year. Either way, the money is going to be made. And my $343, okay, I'm going to keep growing this. I'm in a loss right now, but I don't care. I want to grow this to at least 400 to 500 again. Take it up to $105. Sell everything. Keep that money on the side. Play a bunch of options with Uber. That is how you learn the stock, right? See how the price swings. Uber doesn't have as big price swings, and you guys need to realize that. On the other hand, Robinhood stock does have a lot of big price swings. So I got a well-balanced portfolio, right? Or a well-balanced few stocks that I picked out, and I know how to play them. I know how to dabble into a couple options. I know I'm going to probably pay options with something like Walmart that doesn't have as much swings, but I'm going to wait for a pullback. If this pullback comes, you guys need to buy, and you guys need to be patient. Uber, Robinhood, Nvidia, you know, you can't go wrong with these type of companies because they have a well reputation. I'm not telling you guys to invest in a meme stock, right? Neither do I invest in meme stocks. But the idea here is to make your money and get out. Make sure your percentage is down. I told you guys my percentage, 3 to 5%. Get out, get in a better position. If I'm in at 99, I can look for an outlook for $107, $106 a share. Sell right there, okay? Let me know if that's understood. You guys, resistance level, target price, what do you want from the stock is very important this next couple weeks, okay? Because interest rates, it may seem exciting, right? But that week leading into interest rates, there will be, you know, a couple sell-offs in the stock market where you don't want to get caught up in that. You don't want to get caught at the top of the stock, okay? Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. If you watched this video, made it to this end, please comment down below how you're feeling about this upcoming week. How do you feel about interest rates? What are your price points? What do you see Robinhood going to? I'm telling you guys, I'm selling at 108, 109. I'm getting back in lower than $101 a share. Mark my words. Mr. BuyTheDip is out. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.